welcome to Spinning Yarns, the best podcast coming out of Kara, sponsored by the best gym coming out of Kara, Club Privacy, and my favourite glasses brand. I don't have them on at the moment, it's not really that good. But my favourite glasses brand, the best glasses coming out of Australia, or Dachi, use the promo code SPINNINGYARNS10 for a discount on your next order. Enough of that cack, brother. I'm here with one of my favourite comedian coming out of New Zealand at the moment. I've met him online, over Zoom. We had our first hui on in the New Year's Eve.
Earlier this year.
Brr, it was hectic. And now I'm here in person, got some free tickets. Joe Daymond, Cass. How are you, brother?
Good to see you, Chris.
Good to see you,
Appreciate you coming up for this, bro.
Bro, I love it, man. First things first, cuz I'll wait you to put your thing on.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I was like, I was holding it like I was fucking reporting the weather.
First things first, brother. Your doco. Epic, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
3 weeks out, bro. 55,000 views, cuz.
Yeah.
Bro, how was that?
Bro, it was crazy. It was, obviously it was like a whole month. Because when did we catch up? It was probably right before I left, eh?
It was literally the day before you, I think it was the day before you left, cuz.
It was too.
It was New Year's
Oh shit,
Eve.
it was too, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, wow.
Yeah,
Cuz.
and then I left on the 1st.
Were you filming that documentary that time? Was that
Yeah, it was that time, yeah. Because it wasn't supposed to be a documentary, it was just supposed to be, I kind of had no real plan. It was initially just going to be YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I think it just turned out like most of the stuff that we ended up shooting.
Yeah.
People had said they wanted to see a doco, so I was like, I've always wanted to make one.
Buzzy, do you have your mic, cuz?
You're down here?
Oh yeah, I was like, no, you're all right.
Don't worry, bro.
Yeah, I was like, gee, where's your mic?
That's my first rodeo, bro.
Nah, bro, that's Buzzy. So you went to go shoot your thing,
I was
cuz.
watching your eyes just like,
Bro, where the fuck's the mic? Nah, bro.
I'll put it over.
Nah, but I love it, bro. Like, one thing I've noticed in the doco, though, that I really, I felt today, you said when you were getting your Fijian tat, you said she didn't feel too Māori and you didn't feel too Fijian at the time. So, how was that? How was that, bro? Like, trying to navigate that space growing up,
Yeah, I think it's always tough, and it's always something that I guess I try and talk about openly because I know it's something that a lot of people experience, but whether you don't really have the words to express those feelings because it is that tough for you, or you maybe don't have anyone to talk to about it. That's always how I've approached my content. Yes, it's like one person kind of just talking, but if you sort of see the way I always speak, it is to try and it's almost like starting and including people in a conversation as much as I can. And it's convos that I myself actually find hard to have. Yeah. But over time I've learned that, through people come out to me and catching up with me and stuff, saying that, things resonate. It's stuff that they themselves haven't really found anyone to be able to talk to about those things. And that was just kind of a bigger version of that, I guess.
Bro, that's one thing about you. You're real relatable, cuz. You're
appreciate
real,
it, bro.
not trying to glaze or anything, but you're
Nah,
real relatable.
I appreciate it.
And that's why people engage with you. But in your thing too, you did also touch on a story, bro, about your mum. Hearing her when she was over in Fiji and you were of darker complexion to everyone else, cuz. And you said someone went up and
when she moved over here,
yeah. Someone spat on her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit's crazy, cuz. What made you want to become, being that vulnerable? I try not to put my whānau front and center on things like that, bro. How did you, yeah.
No, I'm the same, bro. I don't really talk about my family, all that much, to be honest, and I had hesitated a lot before even mentioning, that story about my mum. But one even little thing I made sure to do was I put a picture up of her when she was younger to still try and protect her privacy, I guess, as much as I could. But she really appreciated it, but at the same time, that's something I'm always cautious about, is not putting too much of my family or my personal life forward. But why that was important was because I think for me, I would try to have these conversations, right? And to avoid getting too personal, which is valid, you end up having to try to speak generally, and a lot of people kind of misconstrue that as you speaking on behalf of people or for people. And I've never been that type of person, and that's never been my intention.
Yeah.
I've always tried to make it clear that like, I'm just speaking from my own perspective. So I was finding that because I was trying to have these convos, a lot of people were actually like really unhappy with the fact I was talking about them.
Wow.
Yeah, so they were, because of that, I was finding that, yes, the response in America was mean, but actually the response in New Zealand, like a lot of people were quite angry. So I then just kind of realized like, all right, well, I think one, people have a lot of preconceived like notions of how they see me. And two, I think I'm speaking too generally for them to like understand why I'm talking about something that is quite personal. So I was like, all right, well, I'll talk about somebody who obviously is a big part of my life, so that they kind of can remove that sort of perspective they have on me and be objective to this experience that I talk about. But then also they get to see a very specific sort of example of like what I'm talking about.
Yeah, bro.
And it becomes more than just me just in a lot of people's heads, just like meet Joe just saying shit. And now it's like, oh fuck, okay, this is like a real thing.
Yeah. Every time you come in, bro, you always like you always attack it on a real relatable feel, bro. And that's one thing I really love about
Appreciate
it.
it, bro.
Especially with the way you shot your documentary. It was rugged as. It was raw. Who was the videographer? Was
Oh, bro, Junior Tavita. So he's a young Samoan Kiwi director from out here. He's from Kelston, and his brother's Chris, who a lot of people know. His other brother Kirby runs a clothing brand that a lot of people follow as well. So he comes from like a massive like creative background, and he's only 20, bro, but he's like a freak. So none of that would have been possible without that dude.
Damn, that's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
he's unreal.
And I love the whole thing that's going on, bro. But we're here for a very special moment, brother. You're shooting your special out here, eh? Yesterday was your first night. How was that? Not hectic.
Bro, it was tough. It was. It's hard because it's already hard enough like doing an hour and trying to stay focused on that. But then you also have to be wary of, you know, what you're shooting for. So even I had a moment yesterday where like I sort of mumbled a word a little bit, but the audience got it and they laughed still. But then I had to like repeat it, clear it again for the video. So it's like little stuff like that that can kind of fuck with your mind like while you're doing it. But bro, it was mean. Tonight is I think is gonna be unreal. So
2 sold out shows, bro.
Yeah.
And like the way I seen it, bro, like it was just real organic. It wasn't much. I didn't see you posting it here. It was just like it was a struggle to find the links. One, I was like,
Crazy.
okay, go through the link tree.
It was not easy. It was not easy.
But bro, in saying that, cuz
Crazy,
I wanted to ask you this in the last one, bro. Like, have you ever, like, everyone says that they've never bombed before, cuz they've never bombed before, but that's all cack. Have you ever completely bombed the set?
Bro.
And if so, what happened?
All the time, bro. I bombed. My first time doing Sky City was 700 people I bombed. Wow. Imagine that, bro.
Bro, 700 people?
I was like 24.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was. So yeah, but people don't realize 90% of the time you're performing, you're bombing.
Yeah.
Because if you're performing for 2 reasons. You're either putting on like a really well-crafted show or you're making the show. But you're only performing a really well-crafted show like 10% of the time. So you gotta like be trying new material all the time, and like as a comedian, your ego, you've really gotta kind of leave it at the door, because you know you'll rock up to a gig and people, you know, they may recognize you, or they may be like admirers of what you do, and you kind of have to commit to, okay, I'll probably be shit in front of them. And they'll probably walk away and be like, fuck, he's not even that good. But you just have to sort of let that go and let it be. Because the only way you can get to the good material is by like putting it out like rough in front of people. And then that's how you work it out.
It's the ego too. It's like detaching yourself from ego, bro. Like everything that comes with it. Like even with even with social media nowadays, man, like we're getting a bit more traction, and like, you know, people are always gonna say shit, and you're just like, oh, you just can't let it affect you in any way. But you're on a bigger level. You're like sitting there like fucking bloody 700 people. Like, that sounds like my worst nightmare, bro. But,
Nah, it stays like we're having the same experience. Like, the numbers might be a little bit different, but you'll notice when you get to the exact same stage as me that it really doesn't change.
Yeah, bro.
So the experiences that you're having now, they'll just be the same, and you just kind of learn how to deal with them. You find like your own sort of rhythm in it.
Like in saying that, bro, like you're really, really good at like relatable content, bro. How do you come up with your material, cuz? How do you come up with your stand-up and like, your material and saying?
The thing that it's actually a new thing that I'm doing now, which is I'll just find something quite like universal, like an experience. And then my humor has always been finding like a funny angle to it. When I was younger, I used to actually make it quite difficult for myself because my writing process used to be, okay, what's something unique to me that I could find? But then the effort is having to make that relatable. And that's really difficult. Doesn't make the best. I mean, it can make great comedy if you're a great writer, but I'm just not there like, at this stage of like my career and my life. So yeah, now my process is I just find something real relatable and I can pretty much always just find like a funny angle on it. And that's kind of my like, I would say a lot of that is practice for sure, but I think a lot of it is like, I was very lucky to naturally have that too.
Yeah, bro. I get you, man. So what separates a good comedian from a great comedian? Oh, that's a deep question.
I guess it depends what your like definition of a great comedian is, but
who is a great comedian for you? Someone that you look up to or like aspire to be?
That's a great question.
That's a hard one.
I think I don't know, bro. I go by a certain like perspective on it. Like the great comedians stick around, and the great comedians like stand the test of time. Yeah. And I think there's a lot in being a great comedian that's more than just like being funny. So I don't know, the guys that I feel like have done it super well, like Bill Burr, Kevin Hart, a lot of people criticize him, but that guy is still as relevant now as he was when I was in high school.
He's so back in the dark.
Yeah. So he's always been funny. He's found different ways to be funny. He's funny in a different way now than he was when he was younger. Like, I think that's great comedy. I think a lot of people kind of don't give him the credit of that. But I guess because I know how difficult that is. Like he's someone who I think does it in like an incredible way.
Yeah, no, I get you, bro. Like he's been around for so long, and he's bigger than
ages.
Have you met him yet? Have you got to?
Yeah, like loosely. I wouldn't say that I met him properly, but
no.
Been in the vicinity.
Wow, that's crazy.
But I just tell people, I just tell people we're mates.
That's crazy, bro, to see like the growth and the grind of you, bro, and how you're doing, man.
Cheers,
so what I wanted to ask you too, like last time, bro, was I wrote it down. Shit, sorry, bro.
But you're good.
Okay, so like, how do you deal, bro, with like being a comedian, bro? It's like self-doubt is a massive thing, or like if just in the creative process, bro. How do you deal with like self-doubt and like struggles, bro, in this space?
Bro, that's a good question. It's probably something that like it's changed over time. I mean, I still struggle with it. I still have my days. Yeah, that's honestly probably what I'll say is like. I feel like you don't actually ever really figure out how to like, quote unquote, deal with it. You just sort of, at least for me, I just figured out ways to prolong it and prolong it long enough so that it can escape me in the moment.
Yeah.
I can get my thing done, and then on my way home it might creep back in, and I'll just figure it out in the car drive home. It's it. Yeah, I think it's something that never goes away, and I think for the growth that I have had is in the realization that it doesn't come from like stuff. It doesn't come from like accolades or achievements. I think it just is like a part of the human experience that over time, actually dealing with it, how you deal with it, that's like I think that's the thing that you learn.
Having to deal with that, that what's it called? kind of keeping on that same path, that same path, bro.
Yeah,
the
bro.
straight and narrow, brother.
Yeah, just like keeping your head in it, staying committed to, the path you're on, trusting yourself. I think all of those are like such a key part of it because you can't learn how to trust yourself if you didn't doubt yourself in the first place. And I almost feel like that's an even more powerful thing to kind of experience.
Love that, my bro.
Yeah.
I seen your alarm go off though, but
Oh, did you? Oh, shit.
in saying that, bro, before we end off, what's one thing you're looking forward to tonight, brother?
Looking forward to tonight?
Sold out show.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to, I think like,
Yeah, guys, you're good. You're good.
yeah, I think this is a story about my life that like people who have followed me for a long time like don't really know, or they may not know. So I think that's what I'm excited about with the special. I think for a lot of comedians, like your special is sort of the first time that you've put your comedy out to the world sort of in full. And I remember seeing some advice, I can't remember if it was on a documentary or something. Someone had said, make your first special an introduction to you. Because, I think there's parts of the show where I'm like, I wish it was funnier, or I wish I had more jokes, or it was punchier. But then if I think about that part of it, like, does it introduce me? It definitely does. So I think I'm really proud of it, like, in that way.
I love it, bro. Like, hope I made you proud, bro. I love the whole story behind it, brother. But thank you for letting us come in. I'm looking forward to the show, bro. That's us, cuz.
Appreciate you coming up, bro.
Man, love my man. Sweet as.
Spinning Yarns, the best podcast coming out of Koroa. Listen to the full episodes on all streaming platforms. Chirp!